become of Sean? I don't know. I'm just hoping that the prestige aspect of custom painting will carry the day. Because I've been around a while and I've seen so many, like AT43, their models were great. There was nothing wrong with the painting. And they were cheaper too. And that whole thing went in the garbage. Maybe for other reasons, but pre-paints, usually they have their own niche. And then there's this sort of like, and because like the harder you make it, I guess the more guys are into it. So like you've got like golf. If the hole were 10 feet around, people wouldn't play it. They play it because it's stupid hard. And I think something like that, the prestige and the competition of it will shape how the game is done. But 3D printing, it's already here. You can go on Etsy and just buy a unit of 10, what are they called? The Red Makers or something like that. It's like a Deathcore of Krieg. And Deathcore of Krieg are like straight out of World War I. Like, I don't know how they'll be able to clamp down on the intellectual property. There's going to have to be different strategies. And I think the strategies are going to come with cost of production and also in other things. Like 40K has a lot of these great tournaments going on, and other games simply don't have that. And if you're into that, and there's a lot of guys that are, that's really the game for you. There's really only one game that's getting nationally ranked tournaments with 160 people in them. I mean, it's crazy. I went to Adepticon from 2007 to 2013, and they, like 40K is like the big thing there. So there's like this critical mass. It's like a planet. I found out that a planet achieves this certain size and then it becomes round. The gravity actually is so strong that it makes everything be roughly a round shape. So no more asteroids. And games are like that. You got misshapen smaller games flying around for no reason. And then you've got the big ones that achieve their own gravity. Or enough gravity. Okay, so yeah, I know there's all these science nerds like, nerds. All right, so that's what'll happen. The game shop of the future, you just go in, there'll be pictures. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Or those 3D printers, they'll become so good that there'll be no reason to have injection molding anymore. I don't know what's going to happen with injection molding. Either they're going to have to increase their, like make it more inexpensive. Like you can't have like a $10,000 aluminum block needed to make one mold. Even if you can clang them out at 25 cents each. And that's what will happen, is that the 3D printing will become so good and so inexpensive, people will be pouring in cheap and good resin in by the gallons. And they're just going to be so fat. Like literally you'll print something off that right now takes 10 hours, will take 10 minutes or 10 seconds. I mean, they could get almost like, and I'm thinking like Star Trek replicator levels in the next 10 or 20 years maybe. I read an article early on in 3D printing how pharmaceuticals could be printed from molecular printers. And that's going to change society as well in many incredible ways. Hopefully for the good. Wow, I'm getting like this weird underlight. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Oh, guy, the whole time I could have had that off. All right. So 3D printing is amazing. I'm loving Etsy. I'm out of my mind. My favorites list is just like so long. Before I was like, yep, there could be a time when I'll catch up. I'll actually get this a little bit at a time. A little treat for Sean to get a model painted up. And now I'm just like, yeah, I'm never going to get to the end of this. And there's whole ranges. So getting back to the range thing, it'll be the barriers to entry to make a miniatures battles game are going to just bottom out. They already have bottomed out. Like you could just make it so easy. So I think a part of this, it'll be filled up with generic systems, but humans tend to want to congregate, so I think it'll be the limited resource will be actually players. So like there's a limited resource. What is it? It's all the wargaming nerds, and then the average per nerd of time per week they can actually spend on this. And then you multiply that back out and you've got this net sort of block of gaming time for war games, and all these games are sort of competing with that. And you felt this way before. So many games, so little time. I got to tell you, if I had 10 lifetimes, I couldn't even get through the games that are out right now and actually pay real attention to them and really enjoy them. So that's going to slice it up in a different way. But 3D printing, oh man, it's just crazy, because you've got the people making the 3D printed files, and then you've got the people printing them, and then the people enjoying them. And sometimes the printing and the enjoying, that's all happening under the same roof. Like you can just get it. And so of course you'll have people on the printing end, they're trying to keep their prices down and make it attractive. And that's where I am. Right now, it's just easier for me to have somebody else do it. It's not that expensive to just have someone else do it. But I'm looking at these prices and I'm just like, this is amazing. This is making it go down. And I'm looking at the quality like, there's nothing wrong with this quality. It's like really good. All right, guys, I gotta go, and I will catch you later's. Yeah, thanks. And again, please, just constructive comments. Okay, until next time.